In the exam, beside of those preferences or limitations what I have told you, I'm not going to check anything else. So the colors is not the problem. The sizes are not the problem. If you are closing that considerations or the focuses, so that will be okay for me. For this one now, what I'm going to draw, it's just going to be a flower pot with 3 flowers. 2 of them are banded, 1 of them is just standing straight forward. Okay, so let me just draw them. First of all, as I always do, I must check my unit setup. Okay, because I'm using my computer for always, that is always centimeter, but I'm recording like this for you for all the time, that you must check here because you are going to use our lab computers. Here the metric has been selected and it's centimeters. That's okay. What I'm going to draw is just going to be a flower pot with the flowers. So it is not a big object. I'm going to change my grid setups. In here, by right clicking, I set the grid spacings as 1 centimeter. And I want to see the major line in after every 10 centimeters. And I want the size of 30 boxes in every direction. Okay. Again, the grids are not the matter for me in your exam. Either way you prefer is acceptable for me. Okay? And I have increased my viewport now. I'm just going to start by drawing my flowers. Okay, after I draw my flowers, I'm just going to put the pot around it. So that will be easier for me. So what I will do, I'm just going to draw just a simple box to just getting in here. Okay, that's good. So this is just a box. Now I want to see actually from the top look, and I'm just zooming in. Now what I do is I'm just going to draw now different parts of my flower. Those parts are the stem, the bud, which is before the flower starts, then the petals of the flower. Then actually it's not so important, but I will draw in that way that there's a small circle in the center which is bubbled, okay, which is the center where the that yellow color is usually is. So now I am okay. Now I'm going to draw the parts of the flower. The first thing I draw is I'm just going to create in here a shape which is spline a circle. That is going to be the stem of my flower. So I'm just going to circle it, and that is going to have the size of 1 centimeter. Okay, that's good. 1 centimeter the radius. Actually, if you keep the radius as 1 centimeter, so the diameter will be 2 centimeters. That is a thick stem. I am not happy with it. That's why I'm just changing it to 0.5. So the radius will be, the diameter will be 1 centimeter. That is still quite thick, but acceptable. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the stuff to the right, the left, and then I'm just copying it to the right. This one, what I'm going to copy is going to be a little bit thicker because that part is going to be the part where that that thick area below the flower is going to be shaped. So I'm just going to make it in here 2 centimeter. That's thick enough. And then I'm just going to build one more copy. This is going to be larger than the small one, but smaller than the large one. So I'm just going to assign in here as 0.8, something like that. That's quite good enough. Now I'm just going to decide about the petals, those colorful leaves around the flower. Then now I'm just going to create here the shape again, and from the shapes I'm going to select the star. The star shape is here, it is. Okay, now no matter whatever the size is, I'm just going to come to modify section. I want plenty of petals. Okay, this is good. I have 18 petals in here. And the radius which is inside will not be so larger than the middle part. That was 1.5. Okay, I'm just going to make it 2 is okay. And the outer radius will be, let's say, okay, 5 is good in here. Even 5 is a great number, but let it be 5. I don't want it to have that sharp pointed look. I'm just going to flatten them now. So once I flatten them, okay, that is more I like it. But I am not happy about this 2 radius. It is so large in here. I'm just going to make it 1.5. And then I will just flatten the inner side. That is more I like it. Okay, the number of leaves, I'm just going to reduce the number of leaves up to this. That's okay. So that is just a matter of taste. I like this way. Maybe you like indifference. That's okay. So now I'm just going to put it aside. What I have told you that I want you to build the plants in 2 different shapes. One is a straightforward, other is going to be the banded one. I'm going to show you how to band it in different ways. But the first way I'm going to do is going to be the first one as the single line one. Then I will band first of all that one, then I will just create another banding methods. Okay? Now, very first I'm just going to use this box, what I have just generated at the first. I'm just going to position it somewhere here, no matter wherever it is. I'm just going to use it as length for deciding the length of my, or the height of my flower. I want my flower to be, okay, something like that. That is around 20 centimeters, okay? So I'm just going to decide on here that that is 20 centimeter. And I'm just scrolling it up. That is just a sort of measuring tool for me. So what I will do now in here, I will just click the create, from here the shapes, from the shapes line.
You use this rectangle shape just like tape helper?
Yeah, it's same like the tape helper, but I don't want to use the tape helper now. This is more, let's say, convenient for me. That's why I use this one. That does the same thing as the tape helper does. Okay? So, now I know that where that 12 centimeter starts, sorry, 20 centimeter starts, and I know that where it's finished by. So, I'm just going to turn the snapping tool on, and I just bring the mouse in here the first, then I'm just going up in here, I click the second. Sorry. I had clicked, but it made something else. I'm just going to click this one first. Okay. I click it in here. I had clicked, but it is making something else. 1 and 2. Okay, now it's... Okay, now actually we have a line in here, but we don't see the line because it is passing on a grid line. If I just disable the grids, now we can see that that line is there. That's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just turning the grids back on again. And that's by Ctrl G. Okay? Now that box is no more needed. I'm just going to delete the box. I'm not able to. Okay. I delete the box now. What I will do now is just putting the pieces of the flower onto their places. So I'm selecting the line. After I select the line, I just come for the create section, the geometry, the compound objects, and the loft. When I'm in the loft section, I'm just clicking the distance. When it is at the 0 centimeter, I get this shape. Okay? Now the shape is there. Then I want to see the flower at the last 1 centimeter area. But before that last 1 centimeter area, I want to see that bubbled stuff below it. Okay? Even the 1 centimeter is a so thick area, let it be last half centimeter. So if I will see my flower at the last half centimeter, that means that it is 19.5. That's 19.5 where that bubbling shape should be finished by. And I want that bubbling shape to be finished by 2.5 centimeters before the flower. So half is the flower, 2.5 is my bubble shape. So together it will be 3 centimeter. So I will just go in here, 3 minus 20, that is 70 centimeter. Okay, that was the 20 centimeter the size. At 17 centimeter, I am still selecting the same shape. Okay, but after that 20 centimeter, now I'm just until that 19.5, I want it to be grown up. Okay, that bubble shape. So I'm just going to select in here as 19.5. Okay, and get the shape of this bubble. Okay, now it's bubbled. At that 19.5, okay, at that 19.5 it has bubbled. Now I'm just going to write one step after it. It will be 19.6. Okay, let it be a smoother grow. I want a smoother grow. I'm just going to make it in here 19.8. The 19.8 will get this flower shape. Okay. And after that 19.8, I want in the center that 20 now. 20 centimeter will get this shape, which is circular. Okay, so let's see what we have done so far. I'm just going to see the shape now. Okay, come on. Now let's see what we have done. Now I'm in the perspective view. I am just passing this look and I'm just zoomed in. Here's our flower. Let me just rise it up and let's see what we have done. To rise it up, oops, come here. I'm just going to rotate on one axis. Okay, and I observe that which axis it's turning. It's turning in here, and I'm just going to make it in here 90 degrees. And here's my flower. Let's see how it looks. That is quite well enough. Okay, so what I will do is, actually this is my flower which is straight. I'm just going to bend it. So for bending it, I will use different techniques. Okay. Now, because this is an explanation video, I'm just going to show two of the techniques. Okay. First way, I'm just going to move this up. Okay. And I will see from the left look. Zoom in. Now, the first technique is, because I have used the loft, now I can just simply bend it from using the loft structure. Now I just came into modify section. Inside the loft, there is path, and inside this path, I can click the vertexes. Okay, and inside these vertexes, I have refine. We had to use this refine before in different reasons. Now I'm just going to click refine one in here, one in here. Okay. Then after I click these two refined paths, I'm just going to see from the wireframing. I will just take the top vertex, which is in here, and I will just move it to the side. Okay. And I will just take this one to the side.
We can refine just by right click, right? Yeah.
Sorry?
We can get the right or refine just by right click. And choose yes, we can.
Yes, there is refine in there. So now I have banded. Okay, now I have banded, but I made a mistake. I was supposed to keep one straight. Okay, that's why I'm just going to reverse it. Okay, I'm reversing it. Now what I will do, first of all, I'm just going to make one copy because I need one straight flower. Here's the straight flower. Okay, here it is. And I'm just going to, two are banded. I'm going to band one of them by using refine, other by banding another technique. Okay, here I have select the loft, path, line, vertex, and here, sorry, okay, vertex is there. So I'm just going to move this top vertex here, and this one is here. You can just band it any way you want. Okay, I have banded like this. Okay, this is the way I like it, no problem. I ask you to bend. I didn't ask you to bend as given in the picture. If it has been bent somehow, that's okay for me. Okay. So now I'm just going to turn back from the wireframing, and here is the flower. Okay. So I'm just going to change its color because I told that change the color. So I'm just going to select okay, pinkish color. So that's okay. From the perspective look, now if I just, sorry, if I just see it, now I have a flower which has been banded, awkward but banded, okay? So this is the first. I'm going to use now another technique for banding. Another technique of the banding is about using a banded line, okay? So I'm just going to see from the top look again. And now I don't want to see these two loft objects because those are done their duties yet. Now I will, and I don't want to be confused about them. Now I'm just going to draw another line. I'm just going to draw another line. Now I'm just going to create a line. Okay, shapes in here. Here's the line. Now I'm just going to create this one. Okay, line. It is starting in here and in here. Now I am banding it. Okay, now I band it. This time by mean I curved it. This time by mean I curved it. Okay, so now I'm just going to make the same step. I will just click the geometry, the shapes, the compound objects, the loft. And I'm just going to make the same calculations. Get shape for the 0 centimeter, this one. Okay. Get it? Okay. And at 17 centimeter, get again the same shape. Get again the same shape. And then, does it? Okay. And then 19.5. 19.5, get the thick one, okay, and 19.8, 19.8, okay, get this one, and 19 point, okay, at 20, get this shape. Okay, so here we have bandits. Here we have, okay, I'm just going to see from the perspective look. Zoom in. I'm again going to tilt it up to see. I'm just going to rotate it in here by using, still, okay, here it is. I'm just going to rotate it by 90 degrees. So here it is. We have built another flower, okay. I'm just going to change its color because I want them all to be looking different in color. Something like this purple color. Okay? So now I need only these 3 flowers. Okay? For the further step. I do not need this circle, okay, sorry. This circle, this circle, this circle, this line, and this star. I don't need them all. I just need the flowers. Okay? Now I'm just putting the flowers to a side. And now I should put the pot. Okay? So what I will do is I just need to use this straight flower to decide the size of my pot. So I'm just taking this flower into here where it is 0 and 0. Okay, so I will see from the left. So I will see from the left, and I will just turn the other flowers off. Now I'm seeing it from the left. I just need to elevate it a little bit because I just need to know that how high it is. So that's okay now. What I will do now is I will just zoom in, and then I will just draw the pot. Here I again click the snapping tool. I create the shape of a line. What I have thought was I want to see inside of the pot having a hole. So that's why I'm not starting from the zero. Then I just drag down in here. Then, oops, sorry, that was a mistake. Okay, I don't need that line anymore. I'm just going to draw the line again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6, 7, 8. Here it is. I draw the sides of the pot. Now what I will do, I will just make it refined. So it will have a smoother look. So what I will do, I'm just disabled the grid lines by Ctrl G, and I select the line in the modify section. I scroll down here. Okay, I should select the vertexes, and when I select the vertexes, sorry, not define the flat. I select the flat now. I have select these all sides. Then I am now flattening them. Okay, and I will flat these sides slightly, not too much. Okay, but what I observe that is so thick, I want it to make a little bit narrower. So I select the vertexes, I disable the flat, and by W, I hit the W. Okay, I'm just turn off the snapping tool. Now vertexes are selected. I'm just going to push them a little bit inside, and I'm just going to push them a little bit inside too. That will be better. Now, what I need is I will just spin it around. Okay, so let me spin it around. I have select the line, then I write in here Lati. Okay, it made it, but it made it around the center. I must make the Lati around the minimum. So I'm just going to select in here minimum. Here's the pot. And then I will just say that wheel the core, flip the normal, and I want it more circular look. Okay, and I do not need actually these caps. Either you can keep them on or off. That makes no sense for us now. But if you can just simply see that the pot is still so huge related to our picture. So what I will do is I will just bring, sorry. What I will do is I will just simply click the line. Then while the line is selected, I select the transform tool, and I'm just making it smaller in size, in all means. Okay, then the pot gets smaller. Okay, and that is more better. And I'm just looking from the top, and I'm just going to move it to the side. So that's okay now. I have a good pot. I'm just going to see from the perspective look, and I have a flower planted in. What I said, I said that fill the pot with the soil.
Yes.
So let me fill the pot with the soil. That will be the easy one. I'm seeing from the top. Okay, I have just disabled my flower, and I just select the circle shape, and from the circle in here in the standard parameters, I will just simply say that P cylinder. Oh, sorry, not the cylinder. Yeah, cylinder. So I'm just going to simply circle a cylinder like this. And then I will just see from the left, it shouldn't be so thick. It shouldn't be so thick. I'm just aligning the cylinder's height a little bit lower. That's good enough. I'm just going to change it into brown in color, so that will be the soil. Okay, I will see from the top now. I will just simply click on align. Even if you can make it without align, that will be working fine, but that makes our job easier. I select the align with, okay, come on, align with this one. And I'm just saying that X, Y, and Z pivot points, okay. That's not good. Okay, I'm just going to scroll it in the center. Okay, and I'm just going to see from the left, I'll just elevate it up. Okay, I'm just going to see from the top one more time. Here it is. Okay, from the left, nobody's out. From front, nobody's out. From top, it's okay. From bottom, it's okay. Now, it has a look like I have filled the soil. Isn't it? It doesn't supposed to be soil inside always. Okay, so I'm just going to put the flowers in. Okay, here are the flowers. So I'm just going, this is in a good place. I'm just going to drag it to here. Okay, here it is. And I'm just going to take this flower inside the pot too. I'm just going to see from the top. Okay, come here, move here, go there. Oops, sorry. And I want to rotate it outside. Okay, so from the perspective look, zoom in. I'm just going to elevate it a little bit up, so that will be like this. So that is almost okay. I'm just going to push it down, and this is all about the alignments. Okay, that's good enough. So here's this. I'm just going to zoom in. Let's see from different angles. Okay, I'm just looking at from different angles, and we have a pot filled with the soil, planted 3 flowers, 2 are bended, 1 is straight, and the bottom we have a hole, and the side of the pot is the pot looks like. Okay, so here it is. Let me just zoom in. That's all. That was the question's answer. And let's see how long does it take with all the explanations and everything. 27. Let me resume. Now, there, as I said you that the table example and the pencil holder example is already in the internet. Now, we have just finished the flower pot example. Now, I'm just going to draw that tea party drawing. So, in here, again, I'm just checking the unit setup. It's still in centimeter because I'm always using my computer. I'm showing you this for always that you must check here before you draw something. After I'm sure about it now, I'm just going to change the drawing grids. So in here, I want the grids to have 1 centimeter the size, and I want to see the major lines and after every 10 centimeters. And eventually I want to have 30 boxes in every direction. And here it is. So I'm just going to zoom in to my viewport. Okay. And it is by Alt W. Now what I will do is I'm just going to build the cup. Okay. So that's going to be the place where we are going to drink our tea. I'm just going to see from the top look. From the top look, I'm just going to draw a box. That box is going to represent the halfway drawing of my cup. So I have just zoom in. And this cup where I'm just going to drink the tea is going to have, as you see that it's something really huge amount of centimeters in here. That is surprising. Let me see the grid lines. Okay, 1 centimeter is in here. So I'm just going to make the length of the cup as Let's say a teacup is almost having 10 centimeter at most the size. So the length is 10 centimeter. And the width is, I'm going to draw the half of the width. The teacup is at most, let's say, 5 centimeter the radius, the wider area. So I'm just going to write in here 2.5. Okay, and the height in here is not so important for us. I'm just, actually that's the thickness of our box, and I'm just going to write in here 0.1. Now that is something strange, that what we have drawn is just small like that, because we are so far from the viewport. I'm just going to select my object, and I'm just going to position it to the 0 and 0. Okay, I hit the W. Now here is the 0, and here is the 0, 2. Okay, now here it is. Let me zoom in again. Now I have zoomed in. What I will do is I will just actually rise it up in here and move it left in here. So I'm just going to define the Y is the half of the length, that is just the 5 centimeter, and the width is again half of it. It is 2.5. So the half of 2.5 will be 1.25. Okay, now it's aligned properly in here. So what I will do now is I'm just going to draw the cup. That cup now I'm going to draw will not be the same look as the picture what I had shown you had. So now let me just draw it. I'm just going to select the shape. In here I select the line, and I just turn the snipping tool on. Okay, I just select in here 1, okay, 2, 3, okay, I'm just going to select, okay, 1, 2, 3, okay, that is because of I am recording the video in the same time, it's happening because of that. Okay, I will go a little bit slower. Okay, now we have drawn it. I'm just going to disable the box from the viewport, and I'm just going to click Ctrl G, and I will now just see without the grid lines. Now what I will do is I will just make it a little bit shaped. More looks like a teacup. Okay, so what I will do is I will just select the modify. From here I'm just selecting the vertex. In here I just want to select these vertices with Ctrl Select. I'm selecting them all. I'll just push them a little bit inside, but I will just turn the snipping tool off now because I'm not able to select and move freely. And here it is. I just made them closer to each other. I select these two because they are very close to each other. I'm just going to flat them themselves. The side of the teacups are usually flattened. And then I'm going to decide these two, and I'm just going to flat them individually. Okay, this is the look. And I'm just going to select these two, and I'm just going to flat them individually. Now I'm just going to select these two, these two first, and I'm just flattening them. And I'm just going to select these two, and I'm flattening them. Okay, so far so good. We done it well. I'm not happy about this place. It is so thick. I'm just going to select the W, and I'm just going to push it down. That's good. Here we did it well. And let me just spin it around. I'm just going to select the line. While the line is selected, I'm just right in here lattice. And in here the lattice, I'm just going to select the minimum. Okay, that is not something nice. I will just make some modifications in here. I'm just going to say the wheel decor, flip the normal. I want to see, let's say, 20 segments, and I don't want to see the caps in the end and the beginning. Okay, so let me see the line. The reason was actually they are so close. Okay, I'm just click the vertex. I will just take this part a little bit outside, and I will just take this part a little bit outside too, and here as well. Okay, so let's see what happened now. Okay, I'm just going to make the base to grow a little bit too. Okay, oops, not you. Hmm. Okay, let's see. Okay, let this one be. I'm not going to sail this cup, that's why I'm not worrying about how it looks. So I'm just going to see from the perspective look, and this is the cup what we have drawn. Okay, what I will do is I will just rise it up, and I will just put the handle. Okay, so I need now the grid lines to see where is the object is. I turn it on by Control G again, and now I'm just rotating it. So I need to rotate the stuff in here, then I sense that which angle has changed, and I set it as 90 degrees. Then I have clicked the W, and I'm just rising it up. Okay, from the left look, I'm just zooming in. Now I'm just seeing that it is already touching, almost touching the ground. That's quite good enough. Okay, now the time for putting the handle in the perspective look, I have just zoom in. Now I need the handle, but the handle works okay with the polygons. Okay, so I must convert my shape into the polygon. But you must know that once you convert a shape into polygon, you cannot turn back. Okay, I'm happy about this shape so far. Now I'm just converting it into the polygons. If I just extrude, or if I just make this part to be outside, as you see that these polygons are so huge. If I make a handle that thick, it won't be looks nice. I must make those places to become tinier. So what I will do, I will just select from the front look. I have just zoom in. Where is that? Here it is. So what I will do is, I will just turn to edge mode. I select these edges. After I select these edges, I will say that, okay, you all to be connected. I'm sorry. Here it is. Now I'm just going to see from the perspective look, zoom in. Now as you see that actually this stuff has moved, I must undo the stuff. Okay, now it's good. I'm seeing from the left look again. I have select the edges. Okay, edges. I select the edges. After I select the edges, now I'm just connecting them. Connecting by, let's say, 4 segments. That's okay. Now I pass the perspective look, and I now zoom in. Okay, now it's ready to make a sort of handle. What I will do is I will just select the place where the handle will start rising. I will just select this part, okay, a little bit below the top. And after I select the polygon, then I'm just going and select the hinge from the edge. I select that tool now. Then it's asking me that from which edge I will just make the rotation. I select this one. After I select it, I'm just supposed to select something like here. Okay? But it selects something inside. Okay, it might happen, that's not the problem. What I will do is I will just write the value as a minus. Okay, so I'm just taking the part from in to out. Okay, then I am just increasing the number of segments, and I'm just continue to move it down and here. So now I have seen that, okay, now I have seen that where that handle comes and touches between these three polygons. So what I will do, while this polygon is already selected, I'm going to select the bridge. But now I will bridge it with, I'm just taking the category tool up, and I'm just going to select control 1, 2, and 3. Now I select them all. Then I say that that's the thing what I want. So here it is. I have a cup with the handle. Quite good enough. So that's the thing. First, what I have drawn. Now let's talk about the teapot and the water section of it. Okay, so what I will do is I will just see from the top, and I will just take this polygon and I will just rotate it. Sorry. I'll just rotate it like this. That's okay. Okay, so now let's put that T stuff. What I will do now is I will just see from the left loop. I'm just drawing the path of the T. Okay, the path of the T is supposed to start as a line. It should start at here. I do not care about the positions precisely. It starts from here. It goes up. Okay, that's awkward. Okay, it should come to here, something like this. Okay, now this is the path of the T. So I'm just going to, actually the T won't fall like this curvature. I should a little bit tilt it. I'm just selecting the tool and I'm just moving it like this. That is more like a T fall, am I right? So what I will do is I'm just going to select this to the side, okay? And now I will just create the path with the circle. I'm just going to draw a circle in here, and I will decide that circle to have, let's say, 1 centimeter the diameter. That's thick, but I'm just going to select that way, and I'm just going to create the compound bodies, compound objects, and I will select this shape and I will click the loft. I will say that at 0% get this shape. At 100%, here's the percentages selected. At 100% get this shape. Okay, so it is having a unique thickness. What I will do now is I will just select the loft tool. I will just select this shape which is at the top. And I will select, okay, come here. I will select the transform tool of this shape. Come on. There was something disturbing me, that's why I just make it undo. Again, I'm just going to make it. Here it is the line. Compound bodies, loft, at 0% get this shape. Okay, at 100% get the same shape. Okay, now it's done. I'm just zooming in. I just need to go and select this shape, the shape which is at here. Okay, come on. Why it's not letting me to select that? Okay, I'm just going to use this tool. That is strange. Okay, path level. Okay, so I'm going to use another way. That's strange, but I'm not able to select this shape. It was supposed to let me select. Okay, I'm just going to use another way. What I will do is I'm just going to delete this loft because that loft became useless for me. I will just draw another okay, I'm just going to draw, come on, another shape. It is again a circle, but this circle will have a very small tiny radius. This radius will be, let's say, 0.1. Okay, it just have a very tiny radius. What I will do is I'm just going to delete this loft. This loft is useless for me now. What I will do is I will just select the line. While the line is selected, I'm just going to select the compound bodies, the loft, get this shape at 0% and get this shape at 100%. So now it looks like a falling water. Okay, it's not finished yet. I'm just going to take the same loft. And I will just duplicate it to the side. And I will just see from the top. From the top, what I need is I need to turn its direction. Okay, so I'm just going to select this and I will just rotate it in here by, so nice, 180 degrees. Okay, it is 1, okay, 0 will be this, so 90 will be that. Okay, so I'm just going to move the top. Okay, I'm just pushing it down in here. Let's see from the left. That is more likely. I'll just make it to be reduced in the size. It will be reduced like this. That's good. And now I'm just going to make them to be, looks like fallen and attached together. That's about the alignment. Okay, I'm just going to put them in here. Let's see it. Because they both have the same color, I'm not able to recognize which one is which one. I'm just going to change one of them into water-like color. And I'm just going to change the other one tea-like color. Okay, it is something like this. Okay. Let me just make it bolder because it will be, let's say, different when they have mixed. I'm just going to take these two loft bodies. I don't need this line anymore. And I'm just going to move them. So nice. Here's the first. Here's the second. Okay, now what I need is just the teapots. Okay, I'm seeing from the left look now. Okay, perspective, zoom in. Okay, so I need to put here two teapots. One is with the lid, one is without. So I'm just going to create two teapots in here. Inside the geometry section, standard parameters, there's teapot in here. I'm just going to generate one like this and the second like that. Okay, the second one what I have generate will have no lid. Already have. Okay, so what I will do is I will just see from the left look. From the left look, as you know that the one which has no lid is used for water. I'm just going to lift it up and I'm just going to rotate it in this axis. And okay, it is supposed to be 90 degrees. 180. Come on. Okay, let it be like that. This will be okay, and I just need to make it a little bit tilted like this. I'm just going to see from the top. From the top, I'm just going to move it here in the same place of the water starts to leak. From the left, I'm just rising it up, and here it is, and down. That is almost okay. That's about aligning the stuffs. Okay, so let's see from the perspective look how it looks. Zoom. Okay, that is like falling from there. Now I'm just going to make the same stuff for this teapot. From the left, I'm just going to take it from here. Okay, I do not need these two circles anymore. And for here, I'm just going to rotate it again, as rotate the other one. Okay, that is like this. I'm just going to move it up, and I'm just going to rotate it again, a little bit tilted, and let me see from the top. I'm just going to bring it in here. That's good. From the left, and I should move it a little bit inside, and I need to rotate it a little bit more. Okay, as you see that it's a little bit larger in here. What I will do is I will just simply take this thing to get smaller or greater. That's all okay. But what I will do is I'm just going to simply take it in here, and I will just rotate it in here more, and I will just put that part inside. Okay, so from the perspective look, zoom in. That is like a T from, and water is coming from another part. And in that picture, what I have shown in the place where they have been mixed, there was a type of cylindric shape, which is about showing that they have mixed. Let me build that one too, and that will be over. Now I don't need this cup anymore. I'm just going to draw in here a sphere. That sphere will have this shape. I'm just going to move it to the side. Okay, I'm just going to resize it, rescale it. Okay, W, it is in here, and down it's in here. I'm just going to rescale it a little bit more. Okay, so from the top, F3, That's okay. So left, I'm just going to bring this part a little bit inside and here. So what I will do, I will just give a color for here, which is a lighter brown for mixed of the tea. And here's this. Okay, here it is mixed, and this is the line. That is the look perspective. So that's all. This was the tea party question. Let me just check the timing.